Hi there, I want to show you the integration between BoB inventory management and Sage 1 accounting. So in particularly the importing of tax invoices into BoB to do the picking of items on that invoice. So if you look at in our Sage account currently, we've got two invoices here. The 1001, just open that up, you'll see that one, the status is not printed or paid. And then if we go back to the tax invoices, just go to the next one. There are two lines on that one, and there's on this one also two lines. And you'll see it's test item 1 and 2, and this one, the tax invoice status is printed. So BoB will only bring the tax invoices into the system that is actually in status printed, otherwise, or later. So otherwise a tax invoice can still be changed while when it's not printed. So as soon as it's printed, it's in a status that you can bring it into BoB. So you can see this one. So if we import the invoices into BoB, one of these will go in and the other one won't. And this one that will go in, it's got test 001 as an item and test 002, 4 of the one and 3 of the other. Okay, so I'll just take this back to the tax invoices, so we can also see the invoice numbers. So we're looking at invoice 001, this is the one not printed, and that one is 002, which is printed. So this one should appear in BoB when we do the pull from BoB. So in BoB it's quite easy. First of all, you have to make sure under company admin that your company is linked to your ERP, and in this case Sage 1. So you can see there I'm linked to a company ERP Sage 1, and then you have to enter the API, the ERP API key, the company ID, and the username and password for your Sage system. So this is all provided by Sage. Once that's set up, then the system has access to your Sage 1 account, and then if we go to sales orders, you'll be able to pull all the printed and open sales orders into BoB. So we go to the branch Strategico. We can see our last sales order ID is 111000097, order number CP001, and it's sold to Golf Hub. Okay, so there we've got the info. That's the last one that we've got. So now to get the invoices imported as a sales order in BoB, you click on this button, import ERP SOs. Once you click that, it will give you a warning that it will pull all the Sage 1 open tax invoices to BoB as a sales order. Do you want to continue? And we click on the go button, and this will start the process. Okay, invoices successfully imported. Now if we go back to sales orders, over here, select Strategico at the branch. There's the new one. It's 104. You can see the order number has a link to your invoice number in Sage 1. It's that one. And then the sold to ID, that's the customer. So the system will automatically verify whether this customer exists in BoB. And if it doesn't, it will also duplicate it from Sage directly into BoB in the background. If it already exists, it will just add the invoice. So far we don't have a pick slip ID, a delivery note, or a shipment ID, and it's not shipped and it's not delivered. And also the note that was there in on the invoice in Sage was pulled in. If I just click here, you'll see that that I picked the correct one now. Somewhere there's a, oh sorry, I picked the wrong one. I should go for invoice 2. So let's just go back there. Go to invoice 2. This is the one that was imported. And you'll see at the bottom of the message there, here's a note. And that's carried over here as well. If we select this line, it'll show you the line items for that order. So you'll see that's the SKU, 170, 176, test item 1 and test item 2. That's the quantity. And the quantity picked so far 0, the quantity packed is 0, and the date of capture you've got there. Okay, so this one is ready to process, but what I want to do now is just go back into Sage, and then what we'll do is we'll just print the other one. So we go to 001, and we'll print this invoice. Okay, we've got it there. Just save it. Okay, we've got it there. So now this one, the status will be printed, not paid. Okay, so the status there, tax invoice printed. So now if we go back to BoB and we run import ERP SOs, you'll see that it will bring that one in as well. Okay, successfully imported. Go back to sales orders, select your branch, and there you'll see now it's SO ID. So this is a unique number created by BoB to keep track of the sales orders, but there's your Sage reference number as well. If you select that line, again it will show you that one has got item 1 and item 2, 10 of the one and 5 of the other, and yeah, so it's ready to process further. So to process it further, what you need to do is once that sales order is selected, you click on generate pick slip. So it generated a pick slip for this particular sales order. That's the pick slip number. I'm just going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back to the home screen, and then I'll bring up another screen here. Okay, so now we have this screen open. It's what it would look like on the mobile device, and the mobile device is what you'll be using to do picking stock from the storeroom or container or warehouse or wherever. So what the user would do is we've printed now the pick slip, and the system will ask him for a valid pick slip ID, which we can paste in there now. And if we submit that, it will show you what needs to be picked. So we've got this item from location A01, 10 units of those, and item 002, also location A01, and 5 units of those. So we can see that's the quantity to be picked on the order, as on the invoice from Sage. The quantity so far picked is 0. So we can first off scan the location, and then scan the item, and then we'll submit that and how many cases. So we can say 10 and submit that, and now the system will update and show us that 10 is completed, and it will say the line is completed. Now we need to scan location again, that's A01, and then we go take the second item. When you scan the second item, so what we can do is, let's say we're only picking 3, and you'll see here it updates to 3, and it says pick successful. Now if we pick from the same location and same item, and now we want to pick 3 again, it will warn us that too many units are picked. Scan again, so it won't accept that. So again, we'll go location, and then item, and then number of cases. Let's make it 2, and now it will say the pick slip is completed. Click the button to complete the order. So we have to click this button. You can see there everything has been picked. So we complete the order. Okay, so the next step would then be if the picker takes all the stock that was picked to the front where it needs to be packed for shipping. So you select pack order. Again, it asks us for the pick slip ID, and we can just put that in, and it works the same. Only this time it doesn't ask for a location because it's already been picked from your warehouse or container or whatever location you chose. So it will say there that 10 has been picked, and now we need to pack, so we can scan the items, and it will work on the same principle as the picking. If you take too many, it will warn you. So I'm just going to go through this quickly and say we pick 10, and then item 2, and that one is 5, and it will say the pick slip is completed. Click the button to create the shipment. So now we know that the accurate picking has taken place and all the items have accurately been packed away in boxes, and it created a shipment number for us. So shipment, and so now we complete the order, and it will ask us to print a label. So you select the printer that you want to print to, and it will ask you how many boxes in the shipment, and based on how many boxes there are, so many labels will be printed. So each box will have a label with a shipment number on. We'll just print one, and then that basically prints out, and now we can ship the order. So in order to ship that, all we do is we scan the box, the label on the box that we just printed, and it will tell us that we need to scan the box. So we enter the shipment ID, okay, and it will tell us that we've got 0 of 1 boxes scanned. We scan that, and now it tells us all the boxes has been scanned. Click button to confirm the shipment, and that's it. Shipment confirmed successfully. You can now print the POD, and if you go there you can print the POD. And if we go back here, we'll see that we had 100 quantity on hand. Sorry, I didn't show that on the video earlier, but you can see for item 1, 10 has been moved away, and 5 from item 2. Okay, so that's basically how you pull invoices into BoB, and then use that information in BoB to do the pick, pack and ship process verification.